Today, I'll be talking about the difference between situation and dialogue in script writing. The difference between situation and dialogue in script writing. So, if you're a newbie in acting, or you're just planning to go for theater arts, you want to be an actor, you want to be a script writer, you want to be any department in acting, then this video is for you. You should sit tight and understand every bit of it. Yeah. So the difference between dialogue and situation. Dialogue and situation works together in the script. They work together to help the character, to help the actor to be in the mood and have a better understanding of what he or she wants to act. That is it. So first thing we are going to look at is, what is dialogue? Dialogue is the actual word spoken by an actor or an actress. It's just let me say, when you have a script and you are playing the role of Thomas in the script, then you have to understand that in dialogue there are keywords the director might want you to use in dialogue. There are keywords that the director might say, yes, I want this particular statement, I want you to say this out, I want to listen to it, I want to have it. That lines might be a catchy line, something that the audience will be able to think about. Like the audience can be able to, like, wow, why would she say such a thing? Do you understand? So that's all what dialogue works for. But as an actor or as a content creator, maybe be it you're shooting comedy or whatever, then you have to understand that in every script, the first thing first you should look for is your situation. Understanding the situation alone helps you a lot. In what way? Understanding the situation is going to tell you, number one, where that particular thing is happening, so you can be in the mood of the environment you are living. Number two, who was there. Number three, the weather. Number four, the let me say the script might be able to tell you that in the evening, in the morning, in a particular time. Yeah, let me tell you, a dialogue or a lines can be drafted out from a situation. If you're a good actor, a very very balanced actor, that you really have understanding of your situation, there are lines that is going to be that you yourself will be able to draft out from your situation. So if you have a better understanding of the situation first, because most people in the industry, when they give you when they give you a script, the first thing first you want to go and look for is your character. Okay, I'm playing the role of Thomas, yes, let me go straight to it. No, you have to read the script, understand where it happens, what happens there. Then you can go to your dialogue. Then after going to your dialogue, when you are done with your dialogue, you read the next person's dialogue to have a better understanding of your own. The purpose of dialogue is to reveal the character, conveys the emotion, and deliver important information. Don't forget, I said earlier that the director might want you to deliver a particular lines. Yeah, so there are things that the audience, there are lines that the audience might be finding very very strange when you are delivering your lines, and you have something like, are you okay? You understand? Saying that to someone, maybe someone older than you. So that's just like a catchy line. So like, why would a small boy like that say something like that to an elderly person? You understand? So that's just the main purpose of dialogue. That's the main purpose of dialogue. So let's go to situation. Situation is a specific event, scenario, or conflict happening at a moment in the story. Do you understand? So situation has to do with every single thing that goes along with the script, everything that comes along with the script. The situation will tell you the actual time it happened, the clothes she was putting on, the way she was dressed, what the particular character is carrying, how the situation is going to even explain further, telling you the age of that person. So even when the, let me say, the director and other crew member are reading the script, the situation will be able to tell them that a 15-year-old boy. So it helps in characterization also. When you want to bring in your character for a particular scene, it helps. Okay, let us look at the age of 15 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, because that's what the situation says. The dialogue will never tell you this. Do you understand? The dialogue will never tell you this. So the situation is the key. It's just like a Bible. Just like a full script. A full script is a Bible. So the situation is the guideline to every single dialogue coming out from an actor. For example, for us that we are used to reading of scripts a lot, when you read scripts very well, you will notice that the beginning of a particular scene starts with a situation. Then after the situation, you have the lines. After the lines, you have a situation again. You have a situation again under it. So that's to tell you how the situation really works, how important situation is in script, how very important it is for you to read the situation, understanding the situation perfectly before moving straight to your dialogue. So the purpose of the situation in the script is to drive the action. Situation helps the character. Situation helps the character in building up himself to be in that same. An actor will put himself in a character just because you are trying to do something that has not happened to you. So you're trying to be in that position. You're trying to fix yourself in that situation, that what if this thing is actually happening to me? What will I do? That's how it helps an actor. So it is very, very important that you read the situation, so it drives the action and provide context in which the dialogue occur. You understand? So it drives the action and provide context in which the dialogue occur. So without the situation, let us forget about dialogue. Even for we that shoot one side skits, we want to quickly shoot skits. You have to tell your fellow actor, your partner, that this is what you will do. I want you to move from here to here. I want you to take the bucket, go to the tap, fetch water, then come here, you pour it on me. All these things we are saying are situation. All these things we are saying are all situation. Now, if I was given that type of situation, what am I going to do? I'm going to do exactly what he said, but I can easily develop a lines for myself from that same situation. I can easily develop a line for myself, because if I have a better understanding of what I want to do, then it is very, very easy for me to develop a lines or a dialogue. So another thing we should look at is the key difference between a dialogue and a situation. The key difference between the two. What is a dialogue? I said that earlier. A dialogue is what the actor says. It's as simple as that. A dialogue is what the actor says. Meanwhile, a situation is what is happening to them, what they are doing, or the surrounding in which the particular stuff is happening. That's a situation. That's the let me say that's the major thing a situation entails: what is happening, what they are doing, and the surrounding in which that particular stuff is happening. That is it. So that's the difference between a dialogue and a situation. So you should have better understanding of these two when you are given a script. You should be able to know that the situation is the first thing you should understand. If you understand the situation first, then you can move to your dialogue. Then when you move to your dialogue, you have to read through your dialogue and the next person dialogue, so you'll be able to know your cue of when to come in when acting. Also in action, I mean when the director says action, the situation helps to create the need for dialogue. The situation helps to create the need for dialogue, and the dialogue help us to understand better. I hope you get that. The situation creates the need for dialogue. The situation tells us, okay, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, and the dialogue just help the audience to understand better. But don't forget, there are some people, especially for those who do stage dramas, that go for maybe drama, stage drama, let me say stage drama or competition. There are some situations that will be given to you that you don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. All you have to do is just act. When you are acting and the audience are seeing your movement, the audience can tell what you are doing, what you are trying to say, because your action and your body gesticulation interprets what you mean. So most times the dialogue is not really the key, but the situation is what you should try your possible best to understand as an actor or as a scriptwriter. So if you find this video very informative and you feel probably I'm missing something in the video, let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much. Peace out.